let's journey back to last night. We saw a game in the Premier League last night at Old Trafford. It was Man United taking on Wolverhampton Wanderers. United won that one 1-0. We were here yesterday, and the mood around the studio and the mood with Bode was that it was just a matter of how many goals United were going to score. It was supposed to be an easy game for United, but it was anything but. Wolves actually dominated that game. Could have won that game. Should have drawn that game. Should definitely have gotten a penalty in that game, Bode. But at the end of the day, you can say all you want. 3 points is all that matters, and that's what United got.
And you left something out. They should have converted the chances.
Fair enough.
Because they had a host of chances in that one. And, from what we saw of United at preseason, maybe that should have, sent a warning sign to all United fans. As they looked off the pace yesterday, bereft of ideas. For Wolverhampton Wanderers, they did what they had to do. Stuck to their game plan, hit United on the break several times. And United couldn't just get answers. Yeah. And for ETH as well, I'm very sure they would feel at this point in time that yes, Mason Mount still needs to settle into that team, but the trio of Mount, Fernandes, and Casemiro can't work. They can't work together at this point in time. They need to go to the market and get a proper DM that will support Casemiro, because at this point, Mount can't play it. He can't.
But it has suggested, we all saw it. We watched the match yesterday. We've seen the highlights this morning. The United midfield was as porous as anything can be porous. Matheus Cunha was just like hot knife through butter. Running through that midfield all game yesterday. Again, all the talk of Amrabat has died down. Given what they have now on ground, what kind of mix can salvage the situation for United in that midfield?
I don't think the midfield combination is bad. I think it's just some bodies that need to step up.
Okay.
Now, physically, United did not compete in that game at all.
Okay.
In terms of pace, they were just off. They thought that game was a preseason game until late in the game they realized that, it is our first Premier League game of the season. We have to win. Because if you talk about Mount did what he had to do. He pressed in the game. He pressed the opposition in their build-up. But beyond that, Mount was pressing alone.
Fair enough.
So, what's his name now? Casemiro did not do enough. Fernandes never does enough.
It doesn't
in that regard. It doesn't press. Rashford tried to press. Garnacho did not press enough. Anthony. That's not me. That's the useless Anthony I know. It's not me. It's expensive but useless.
Well, let's talk about Anthony for a little bit. Actually, let me go to the United fan for this, because it is their headache. It is their headache actually, but I was a fan of Anthony from Ajax, and then I saw him at the Olympics, and I was really, impressed by him. It's not really worked out for him at United. What exactly is the problem? Is he out of his depth, playing for a club with the status of United, or is it just that he's not serious?
For Anthony, I do feel he doesn't have the right mentality. But again, you can have all the mentality in this world, but if you're not paying attention to details in terms of the things you need to do at the right time, it seems to it feels football is just there for you to have fun, and there are times when you just need to do things properly. And all of this I'll put on the table of ETH. The fact that you've brought in a player doesn't mean that you should not ensure that you correct him at every given point in time. We've seen also Mourinho and some other top coaches. What they do is, yes, they can't like a player so much. It is that love. As they'll be very tough on these players. But for Anthony, is just playing to the gallery. Last time I was like, what the heck is happening?
Another question, because I will ask you as a United fan. Let's see if you can be objective or not. Penalty or not.
Like I said this morning.
Body is. I don't understand. We're not doing politics here.
It's not politics.
Straight question, straight answer.
This is not politics.
Body, straight question. This is not all politics. Okay, wait. Body, wait. Straight question, straight answer. Penalty or not?
I've seen it given.
God.
What is that? Penalty? Yes. Penalty? No.
It's a simple thing.
I've seen it given. Not part of the option.
Straight question, straight answer.
I've seen it given.
Body, if you were the referee, would you give that as a penalty?
I'll consult the VAR.
Would you give that as a penalty?
See, VAR has a final answer.
After consulting the VAR,
This is why.
they asked you to go and look at it. Guess what? They asked Moss to go and look at it. He saw it. But I guess he went there to go and watch something else.
And then gave the complaining coach a yellow card.
The only technicality I would include in this penalty call is the fact that it was Dawson that headed the ball. So the guy, the Wolverhampton player, wasn't even involved. See, he just jumped. He just jumped for the jumping sake.
So why have they now apologized?
No, it's pressure. It's pressure from people like you.
Look.
Because the reason for the apology is because they've accepted their loss.
Yes. Anthony, have you forgotten last season? How many games we've come into this studio and you say, David De Gea should have stood strong. Is so
no, standing strong doesn't mean you take off somebody's head.
Yeah, the video.
Anyway, by the way, Triple O, some people are catching man. They're catching man.
When they signed it, just like I said this morning, we expected midfielder goalkeeper, but we did not expect Fisher of men.
We will be here.
Fisher of men.
We will be here this
season. We want to kill somebody in the Premier League. That's why they pursue him from the national team.
We'll be here this season. The comedy will write itself.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment and like. Thank you.